Hello, today I'm reading Double Dog Dare You by ForgottenDreamofFlames. This is not rated, and they chose not to use archive warnings. But there is some tags that I will read out because they're kind of there. Danny Phantom gets shot. Danny lives in Gotham. Corpse AU. This is Danny Phantom and DCU. Is published in 2025. There is 921 words, one chapter, and it is genuinely actually really funny to me, and I love this fic. So yeah, with that, on we go. Danny has moved into Gotham and simply could not bring himself to give a shit about being killed, especially not when he thinks it could be funny. Notes: this scene wouldn't leave my brain for some reason, so here, enjoy Danny getting shot for being a mouthy bastard yet again. Danny has mixed feelings about living in Gotham. On one hand, everything is toxic on a scale from "that's not very good to you" to "you wish you had died." There were frequently people stomping around on the rooftops, and every Joe Schmo who thinks he can make it big is a new supervillain of the week. Most of them don't even have good gimmicks, let alone, at least not in this part of town. On the other hand, everything but insurance is cheap as hell. He's dead enough that the lead in various toxins doesn't seem to affect him much, and the villains don't give him a second glance among all the other Gothamites that might just sigh and grumble when the train gets held up at gunpoint again. It's a Tommy gun this time. The guy is dressed up like an old-timey mobster, so point for style, Danny supposes. He hands over his decoy wallet with a McLovin ID and dare card, and gets a flat look before making a show of patting down his pockets for a secondary decoy. Jokes on them, though. He doesn't really have a wallet. He keeps his cash wrapped around his femur, semi-intangibly like a person who's been mugged over a dozen times in the last month would. Danny just looks particularly robbable with his internal baby face and gangly limbs. Too tall to get away with posing for a kid. Not that would really spare him in Gotham, but it might have gotten him a teensy bit more pity. Or maybe just attracted more weirdos. Danny waits out the hold-up like normal, idly listening to the older lady grumbling about her day, and snatches purses and ran without slowing everyone down. Young folks these days, can you believe it? The police don't arrive until after the train actually gets to its destination. The rubber only barely disappears from the scene before all the passengers do the same. None of them eager to be held up any farther by giving their witness reports. Walking through Crime Alley is ill-advised on the best of days, much less nights. It's dark now, and fuck knows the streetlights aren't maintained well enough for there to be anything more lit up than the occasional street corner with working girls and boys, or something blatantly standing in a trench coat ready for a drug deal. Danny passes two on his way to his apartment building that he has made his home and doesn't really look closely at it either. He turns into a narrow alley that requires him to climb over a rotting sofa someone jammed into it, and stops at the sound of a gun cocking. "Don't move a muscle, kid, or I'll blow your fucking head off. Now hand over your wallet and we won't have any trouble." Sighing audibly, Danny stays still. There's probably nobody else around for a stray bullet to hit, right? These brick buildings can take a hit. "Do you want me to stay still, or do you want me to give your wallet? Which is empty, by the way. I'm getting conflicting messages here." "Cut the sass and give me the damn thing. I don't give a shit if you're broke. We're all broke, pal." "Amen," Danny mumbles, as he eases himself with the soggy remnants of the floral couch and finally turns to face his attacker. It's some scruffy dude with a gun in nicer condition than he is. Probably stole that, too. "Look, I already gave all my shit to the knockoff Bonnie and Clyde dude on the train. I don't have anything." "Give me your shoes." Glancing incredulously between his admittedly cool and customized and space-themed sneakers and the man's significantly larger feet. Danny made an offended noise in his throat. No, not even over my dead body. You can go ahead and shoot me now. Are you really desperate enough to kill me so you can just steal shoes off my corpse? The man scowls and waves his gun a little, like Danny had forgotten about the threat. Just do what I say or I will shoot you. Does that even have bullets? In answer, the grungy man turns the weapon slightly to the side and fires one deafeningly loud warning shot that makes Danny stumble back. Don't fucking move. The noise of blasters is honestly so much better, even if they do hurt more when they manage to land a hit on him. At least they don't have to leave his ears ringing. Ugh, he's going to have such a headache now. That doesn't mean you'll actually do it, dude. I dare you, shoot me. No, wait, I double dog dare you to shoot me. At the increasingly baffled look on the mucker's face, Danny tucks his hands into his armpits and makes a clucking noise. I bet you're just too chicken to do it. Danny snickers at how red the guy is getting, continuing to bark at him until he hears another loud bang and great weights lifted off him, or rather, it falls off him as his body crumples to the ground with a massive hole in the back of his head, leaving Danny Phantom standing exactly where he was before. He grins now, staring back at the definitely also a murderer who steps over towards his corpse. Looks like I was wrong. Wanna guess what you won? Double or nothing, dude. Danny sees the harsh green of his own eyes glinting off the barrel of the gun clutched in a trembling hand. And notes, vaguely considering other situations where Danny just fucking dies and does not care about the mess it makes, because that's the problem with whoever killed him now. He just grabs corpse and buzzes off to about his half-life anywhere else. It's about as inconvenient as spilling coffee down his shirt, and he will do worse for the bit. And that was the fic Double Dog Dare You by ForgottenDreamofFlames. Drink water, get enough sleep, eat food, and have a great day. Goodbye.